Whoa, dang, she's hot. Gotta add some coolant fans to this deal. We need two 16-inch electronic cooling fans. So let's get started, guys. It's about to get real. So this is all the stuff you're gonna need, guys, right here. 16-inch fan, another 16-inch fan. I got these off Amazon for $25. The link is in the description. Heat shrink tubing. You can get away with one or two relay, depending on how you want to wire them up. I'll explain both ways in this video. Soldering gun, tools, T10 screwdriver, wire strippers, a switch, a fuse, mounting brackets, and some bolts. But we're going to do this the cheapest way possible. So you don't need most of these tools. This will just speed it up. But I'm going to show you the quickest and cheapest way to install electronic fans on your K5 Blazer. Now if we go in here, I've already removed the factory shroud and fan. I'll do another video to show you guys how to do that. Not make this one super long, but without further ado, I'll show you how to install them real fast here. Okay, guys? First things first, pop the grill out. Okay, so I got the grill off. It's chilling over there. Alright, so these headlights are taking a giant L right here because they're aftermarket. I really didn't finish up the housing for them, so they're just hanging there. Your factory ones will stay up by themselves. Don't worry about that. Okay, this is the AC condenser. This is my transmission cooler. This is my power steering cooler. My radiator's right here. It's behind all that. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's get to the fan. Next step is to remove the horns. Kabam! So shiny. 13mm socket. Okay, so next thing you're gonna have to do is pop out the horn wire mounts right there and right here. Pop those out. So my little pieces of plastic, just a quick note here, broke. I pulled them out. It's old. It's to be expected, but I can zip tie it out of the way later. I'm not too worried about it. So you know, not a big deal. Okay, the next step is to carefully put your fan in there. Don't want to jam it up against the AC condenser or any other coolers you might have right there. And then position it where you'd like it to be and then chalk it up. I'm going to use a Sharpie here. I'll show that in a second. I'm going to drill some holes and carefully drill some holes. And the driver's side one goes in there about the same. You have the flat spot right there. And push on it a little bit. And it pops right in there. And we'll chalk it up, drill the holes very carefully. Go ahead and mark them where you're happy with your positioning is. I'm doing it with a Sharpie. And you just go through and mark them where you're happy. Go ahead and remove the fan, and then you're ready to drill. Broke a drill bit. Okay, I'm using some 304 stainless steel bolts to hold mine in. You don't have to do this. You go down to Tractor Supply and get a couple for probably like 75 cents, but this is what I have laying around, so I'm just going to use a couple of these guys, fold them down for the bolt. Let's see if I can do this without dropping it. Little bolt there. I don't know if you guys can see it. Sorry about the shaky camera. Okay, you get the logistics of that, and put the other three in, bolt it down, and then go to the driver's side and repeat. So, next video you guys will see, I'll be wiring them up. Okay guys, I'm back. I bolted them all down. Bolt, bolt, bolt. As you can see, But I only got 3 of them on both sides. I didn't want to risk hitting my transmission cooler, so I didn't bother. But do as I say, not as I do, and bolt all 4 of them down if you guys do it. But you can do 3. That's what I'm saying. I had this set up before. Okay guys, we're going to talk about relays really fast here. Okay, so here's a relay diagram. See those numbers? 30, 85, 86, 87. Well, where it says to drive bulb from main beam, ground from fused battery. Okay, so this runs from your battery, this runs from main beam, the ground, battery. Okay, here is a relay with those same numbers on it. And here's another relay, different makes. There's different connectors. I just found some relays really fast here. So I'll link this diagram in there since it's pretty self-explanatory what goes where. You just line up the 85 to the ground. You find 85 right there, run that to a ground, and that. But for this, I'm going to run a block like this right here for both these relays. This is repurposed. All this, we're doing this really cheap. But I got the fans in, and I'm going to mount them as I have them here, and I'm going to have them push air through and back in there. I like doing it this way. If a stick goes through it, it'll take the fan out instead of my AC condenser or my radiator, and these fans were $25 for the both of them, so I'd much rather have it take a fan out than the radiator. So that'll help save them a little bit. Plus I got all this room in here. I like this. Probably doing an engine swap or something, and I'll have a ton of room in here for activities. Got all that room. Okay, so I'm gonna run the wires and I'll show you where I mount my relays. Also, I'm just gonna be soldering these fans in. I'm not gonna use a wire connector because we're doing this as cheap as possible. That's why we're using used relays and parts like that. Just kind of piecing it together to get it all in there real fast on cheap, because that's the goal here, to do it really cheap. I'm showing you guys how to do it on the cheap as possible. But if it really bothers you, you can always get connectors here. This just came with that, they didn't come with connectors. So didn't come with the other side. They didn't come with the other side connector. I mean, obviously it came with the connector, just not the other side one. Okay. Okay guys, I got a really tight weave going on there, and this is all I use to solder this connection. I got a little silicone for when I put the heat shrink tubing over it. I'll run this over it just to make it a little more watertight. When you're going in the salty north like this, that'll get corroded if it ain't totally watertight. I got a little flux and some solder. I'm going to try to film this, but if not, it's probably going to come out super great. I only got 2 hands and it's going to be hard holding everything. But stay. Oh, I got it on my bumper. Add a little silicone. About your little torch. You can't see it, but it's hot. It's there. Okay guys, so I'm going to wire loom this too because it's going to get hit with rocks and stuff. So I'm going to put some wire loom. I recommend at least wiring what goes in the grill. Until we have it back there, it might not be as crucial. You should still do it. But that is where we're at right now. Stay tuned for another update. Okay, update. The relays are all wired in. The relay packs right there, all wired in. About to put electrical grease on there to make them, help them go through the winter a little more. I got my remote wire for the relays. If you guys want another video on relays, you can ask me about it in the comments and I'll probably do one. Okay, so here is our relay wire right in there. And I know when I bought the Blazer, it came with this switch right here. Probably gonna add another switch, and then they'll be working. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Say your prayers, fingers crossed. Okay guys, we're gonna get our power for our switch, the supply, and the ground from our radio. So we're gonna pop that out. I have another video where I explain all the wires that go to the radio for the Blazer, so I recommend you watch that. Okay guys, so I got the switch wired into the radio. Here it is. Spinning just my hand, sorry about that. She lights up. Got a little amber tinge to her. Time to drop the relays and the fuse in, and it'll be good to go. I also ran out of little connectors, so let's see if that'll focus. I had to just solder that last one, but this is keeping in theme of doing it the cheapest way possible, right? Sure, why not? Getting them all over the connector. Smear them, smear them, smear them. Worth noting not to do this with the fuse in. The electrical grease I put on there, guys, just in case you have questions. Oh, camera trying to zoom in. Sorry about the hand. Okay, one's in. This one's fighting me a little bit. There we go. And they're into their block. Okay. Fire up the fans. I had a feeling my $25 fans weren't all that. This guy is a no-go. I checked the wiring on it twice. The fan is bad. I'm not shocked I only paid $25 for the both of them. I'll have to write this Amazon seller and see what he has to say about his defective fan. I'll put in the description what ends up happening. But electric fans, $25, one of them will work. Other one, not so much. But at least the one works. I'll put the relay back in here and let it spin for you. So sad, so sad. People can't get their stuff straight. Look at that. Woo! So much wind. So much wind. Okay guys, until next time, never stop Chevying.